and this shows me being ill-prepared. I've got to go get some sugar cubes. Dude, for me, I had them right here. Welcome to How to Drink Bourbon, Tequila, and Other Spirits. We're the Drink Neat guys. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Oh, gosh, smart Alex, every one of them. All right. Tonight we thought we'd do something a little different. We're actually going to mix some cocktails. And the great thing about these cocktails, they're classic cocktails. They're made with rye whiskey. And they're really, with the bourbon boom and the whiskey boom that's come back in the last few years, they've sort of found a new place. They're starting to pop up, and one of them you've probably heard of, one of them maybe not. So, guys, of the two that we've got, which one do you want to start with?
I don't care. You pick it.
Sazerac.
All right.
Yeah,
let's start with the Sazerac. Before we get started, just give me a second here. Before we get started, what I'm going to do is I want you to take 2 glasses. And I was hoping that would come up and show me doing this a little bit closer. Take 2 rocks glasses. I want you to put some ice in them. And this is not proper bar technique because I am not a proper bartender. And props to all those people, but I guarantee what we're going to make tonight is going to taste good. And then I want you to fill the glasses with water.
Oh, I'll have to go get some water.
Me too.
Oh, okay. We'll wait.
Right back.
Okay. And
Do we need rocks glasses?
Yeah, rocks glasses.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
All right, good.
So I'm pouring water in these glasses. I don't have a whole lot, so I hope we don't need much more. I have to go get some more.
All right, let's see. Well, I was hoping that this would flip back and forth. I've been playing with trying to get the screen up. But anyway, at this point, you should have 2 rocks glasses with ice water in them.
Mm-hmm.
If you're thirsty, go ahead and drink some ice water. But now we're going to take a mixing glass, and we're going to do the Sazerac first. That's right.
Okay.
Okay. Sazerac, and this shows me being ill-prepared. I've got to go get some sugar cubes. Dude, for me, I had them right here. Anyway, you're going to take a sugar cube. You're going to put it in the bottom of this glass. And you're going to take the Peychaud Bitters, which is the ones that labeled bitters. And Peychaud, this drink originated in New Orleans, and this is a New Orleans company. So we're going to do 3 dashes. Some people do 4, some people do 6. I don't think there's a hard rule of thumb when it comes to doing your bitters. And anyway, I keep going to speaker view, and I'm the one talking, but it doesn't go to me. So I'm going to leave us in the 3-way here.
I'm kind of guesstimating because you put this in this bottle.
I know. It's not very much. It's like maybe a teaspoon and a half at most. Anyway, it's just going to add some fruitiness to it.
Okay.
Okay. Then I want you to take your muddler, and we're going to muddle the crap out of this. And you want some texture. You know how we like it sloppy in the bottom.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yep, we're still wanting it sloppy in the bottom. And hopefully, you know, people will be watching this and playing along at home. So this will be fun.
All right.
All right. Now we're going to have the good stuff. And this is, of course, one of the best ryes out there on the market. Some Bulleit Rye. We're going to take 2 ounces of Bulleit Rye, which what I gave to you all is already measured out. So
you get 2 ounce rye bottle.
Yep, 2 ounce rye bottle, because I gave you 2 bottles of rye, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yes. All right, 2 ounces of rye. Now, you're going to add some of this ice into the drink, and you're going to give it a good stir. And you're going to let that sit for a minute. And guess what? I forgot something else. I'll be right back.
Hey.
Smells all right.
A drink is not truly finished until it's been garnished properly. All right, so while that still sits, take one of your glasses full of ice water and get rid of your ice water. That is a properly chilled glass.
I threw mine out in the yard.
Okay, that'll work. All right, now I want you to take some of the absinthe, just a tad, pour it in the bottom of that glass, and you're just going to coat the inside of the glass with this absinthe. And for everybody out there that's never had absinthe, it tastes like black jelly beans, and it gives a very unique color. Now, or not a
smells
unique
like them
color.
too. It's nasty.
It's a unique flavor, but once your glass is coated, you can either leave it in the bottom or you can discard it. For sake of this, we're going to discard. All right. Now, I missed something. What did I miss?
I threw it out in the yard.
Oh, you're going to have some happy
I'm on
worms.
the back. I'm on the back deck. If I didn't come out here, we wouldn't be able to do this. We've got company, so you know.
Yeah, I understand.
I say company, but you know, my boy's girlfriend's here, and they're all in there, and yeah.
All right. So taking your gate.
Go for it. I get some peace and quiet in jail.
Taking your gate that's got your bitters, your sugar, and your rye. Pour that in that glass.
If you don't have one of those, you can use your fingers.
That works too. But a Sazerac should be served neat, but chilled. All right. Now we're going to take some lemon peel. And I gave y'all enough of everything except for the rye to make 2 of these because you're going to like it so well.
Oh, well, all right.
All right. I'm going to take this big slice of lemon peel. I'm going to zest it in this drink. And some people, you know, they'll rim the glass, they'll rim the outside of it, they'll rim the inside of it, they'll toss the lemon. Some people drop it in. Some people, I like having the fruit. I think it counts as a health food drink at this point because it's got fruit in it.
I'm going to just throw my lemon down in it.
All right. All right, guys. This is a Sazerac. Now, you'll see this made different ways, different places. And we might have made, you know, some sacred Sazerac flaws. But if it's good, it tastes good, y'all enjoy it.
Smells good.
Cheers. So what's your thoughts?
Definitely has a fruity element to it, and a little sweetness, not a lot.
Yeah, the 1 sugar cube, of course, you know, took a little bit of the bite out of the rye, but
I think the rye is what makes this drink stand up so well. And you can add more bitters or less to taste. I know, say it again, Tim.
Peychaud's.
No, this is
Angostura.
Angostura, which I cannot.
Angostura.
Yeah, it just doesn't. There's too many letters there. But anyway, some people will do, and you can hear my dog barking. All right, we'll do 3 or 4 dashes of the Peychaud's, and then throw this in for a little bit more depth. But you know, that's there again. That's not being true to the drink. Now, the research, everything I've ever heard, this started in New Orleans, and it was supposed to be an upgrade to the whiskey cocktail. That's how it was promoted. It may have predated the whiskey cocktail, which I think we refer to mostly as an old-fashioned now. Yeah. I tell you what, I like it. I like the absinthe. I like the black jelly bean. I like the fruitiness. The Peychaud Bitters have got a more of a fruity than the Angostura.
Yeah, I'd have to say it's really good. It's not bad. You can if you're not in the mood for an old fashioned, then you can get you a Sazerac, you know, and imagine yourself in New Orleans, you know.
Yep. I can't ever see me not in the mood for an old fashioned.
Well, yeah, me either, but you know. But you all know me. Open the bottle, pour it in a glass, hand it to me.
Right.
You know, if you're out in a restaurant though, and you just want something different.
Yeah.
This is something different. Now, a lot of restaurants won't sell this because a lot of restaurants don't have absinthe
right.
in their bar stock. So I really like this though. I mean, it's good. It's like you said, it's got some fruity to it with the lemon peel in there. It's health food. So.
And to get a hint of the the absinthe with it, gives it just a touch of the licorice flavor.
I get more of the licorice, but I'm not that keen on licorice and black jelly beans.
Man, I love them. That's great.
I can't stand a black jelly bean. Never have liked them.
All right.
That's just me.
All right. So
this is good.
That's the Sazerac, and like I said, it's a simple cocktail. We've had 4 ingredients, and it's finding the Peychaud bitters that is really the hard part, I guess. See if it's going to let me have the screen now. I'm still playing with the Zoom. It goes to Matt, even though it says I'm the one talking and I'm looking at talking view. Anyway, I was trying to make it a little more entertaining here as far as the video goes. But the problem is, like I said, you know, these came back from New Orleans because that's the first time I'd seen them. Now, to be honest, I have not gone into some of the bigger package stores looking for them. I mean, you can find this on the shelves at Kroger. Yeah. You can't find this on the shelves of maybe go to Lexington, you know, some of the bigger brand stores, the bigger liquor warehouses that are up there. You might be able to find them. But I know that I saw these at a grocery store in New Orleans, and they came home with me. So.
If you've got a few different kinds of bitters, you can really change up the profile of any drink that you're making. I mean, if you want to make it we've had chocolate old fashions, you know, and it was very good. Or you can get orange bitters. You can get strawberry bitters. You can get blackberry bitters, black walnut bitters. Black walnut bitters are awesome. Yeah, excellent old fashioned with those. But you can really do a whole lot. You can change the whole profile of a drink just by the kind of bitters that you add into it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, as far as a cocktail goes, y'all, I mean, would you order this being out?
Oh,
if it's on the menu?
If it's on the menu, yeah. Especially if you tried an old-fashioned and their oldfashioned wasn't real good, I'd be like,
Like if they made an old-fashioned with Fireball?
If they make it with Fireball, it's no Sazerac. But yeah, it's not a bad drink.
Well, they screw it up. Just pour the bourbon in the glass and hand it to me.
That's right. All right. Well, our little mixing glass, I'm going to empty the ice out of mine, and I didn't empty it in the floor. I've got a bucket here, so, and I'm just going to rinse it out a little bit with water, and we are going to move on to the Manhattan. And actually, this glass right here has a Manhattan recipe right here on it.
Somebody got you that.
Yep. But I disagree with it, and we're not going to follow this recipe. It's amazing because all these cocktails, they might be named the same, but everybody makes them different. But
Got your own little flavor to it.
The main ingredients are there. I mean, you know.
It's all good.
All right. So let's see. Manhattan. We are going to start with 1 part sweet vermouth.
Well, how much is 1 part?
Well, that's like an ounce. I think you've got an ounce or 3/4 of an ounce of the sweet vermouth. And now sweet vermouth is a fortified wine. I may be wrong on that. I don't know a whole lot about vermouth. You've only can find a couple of bottles.
It's sweet, that's for sure.
This is the only brand that the store I usually go to. It's only one that they had, and it was on the bottom shelf below the gin. So that tells you what they think of sweet vermouth. But anyway.
So we're pouring our whole bottle in there.
Yep.
He poured a hefty piece right there. Do you see what he poured? He poured it.
Yeah, you don't have that much. I like a Manhattan. So you're going to take your Angostura. There's an extra U in there. Come on. Angostura. I think it should be Tura.
How many shakes we done?
Hey, let's just call it bitters.
Okay, you're going to take these bitters, these aromatic bitters, and we're going to do 2 shakes, 3 if you really like bitters. I spilled them here. So, and let me tell you what, if you've never tasted bitters just by themselves, they're a very interesting thing. You could do a lot with those. All right, now going back to the rye. We're going to go 2 parts of Bulleit Rye in this case.
A whole bottle.
Yep, whole bottle. Which, like I said, I measured it out. The ratio 2 to 1. And I spilled a little bit here, but you know, it's cool. All right. Again, we've added 3 ingredients here. We're going to add some ice just to chill it. And we're going to give it a little stir.
A little stirry stir.
All right. And do you know why we stir whiskey and shake rum? That's a good question. And while you're all pondering that, I'll be right back.
Hey, don't tell him, but I'm chasing on the side over here.
Oh, well, you know.
Cool.
All right. You got an answer on that?
No.
Well, you can stir whiskey drinks because everything that went in this glass is alcohol based. And so it blends together. Now, when you're combining like rum and fruit juice, the reason you shake it is you're forcing those 2 things to combine because otherwise they're going to not be the same.
I'll try to find an Alton Brown episode on doing drinks and see if we can sort that out.
That'd be good. I know that I'm getting ready to take some online bartending classes. I've got my computer here. It's still I'm talking and it's showing Tim when I do that. I don't know. It'll show you all when you all talk, but anyway. But I'm going to do some online so I can improve what I've just done here. I don't think I'll ever work in a bar. Probably not.
A lot of fun though.
It would be a lot of fun. But I mean, I know my techniques are they're just all over the place, but it's what I do is come from watching people, and some people's got style. Some people can't make a simple margarita. All right. So we're going to take the other glass, ice water. Matt, throw it in the yard.
He's ready.
Throw it against the kitchen window there behind him. All right.
Be all right.
Again, we're going to strain it into a glass because it should be served neat. And the thing that I forgot, and Tim, you can break out the Luxardo cherries. I'm going to break out my Kroger maraschino cherries that I poured vodka in because, I don't have any Luxardo cherries. But anyway, toss a cherry or two in there. It's like dessert. When you get to the bottom of the glass, you can.
Much run, get it.
Man, I like that.
That is very good. I like it.
Yep, it's we'll see what Tim thinks about once he gets back with his cherries.
Well, those bitters are different than the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like these better.
They do make oh no, they're aromatic is what it says on the label, and they do have a different thing. Of course, this says aromatic, but these are more fruity than the Angostura. I swear, there's just too many. Angostura. I think it should be Tura. I really do. Anyway.
Something else I like to do too if I'm making old fashions.
Mm-hmm.
You can see all that lovely syrup in the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Get a spoon of that syrup and drop in your old fashioned too. These are the cherries to have.
You see, now I don't like cherries in my old fashioned. I would much rather have the just the orange by itself, and I don't want my orange muddled in it. I want it to be subtle.
There's all kinds of different camps. You can muddle up all the fruit, strain it out, muddle up the fruit, leave it in, make it real cloudy looking, or just throw it in there after you've got it made.
I just like mine sloppy in the bottom. That's why we use sugar cubes instead of simple syrup. But anyway, okay,
that's really good.
The vermouth, you can get it in it just a little bit. It dries, I guess, the back end of the drink out just a little.
Yeah,
I like this better than I do the Sazerac.
The sweetness sort of it mellows out the but there's more of a spiciness to this. I guess maybe spicy is not the right word, but there's more of a, I don't know, just in the back of your throat, whatever taste buds are back there. There's just more of a flavor, and it might be coming from the bitters.
I think I would say it is spicier. It sits on your tongue.
Well,
you taste it for a long time.
You got to realize in the Sazerac, you're depending on the sugar to sweeten the drink, to pull all that heat out of the rye to back it up a little bit. And this, you're letting the vermouth do it. Now, vermouth by itself is it's supposed to aid in digestion, is what I read somewhere. The sweet vermouth, the dry vermouth, and there's a vast difference if you compare those side by side. We might do that sometime, but I don't know what to do with dry vermouth other than put it in gin. So, but anyway, the sweet vermouth is, I don't know. I could see where before dinner or after dinner, just a little bit of it, where that might help enhance the flavors and might aid in digestion. I don't know, but I don't know if this is a good brand or a bad brand. It's what they had on the shelf.
Very good brand.
Gallo.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet vermouth, Antonio Vieira de Roma. So I assume it was made in Rome. Maybe not. Who knows?
Who knows?
Bottled by Gallo Vineyards, Modesto, California. So that is close to Rome.
Yeah, it's.
I hear Modesto has a Colosseum, but they have canals like Venice. So it's who knows.
This is not a bad drink. It does change the profile of the rye a lot compared to a Sazerac or maybe even an old fashioned.
Well, strong enough for man, made for woman. That's the secret.
Yes. Well, I tell you what, I picture the Manhattan as more of an evening drink.
Okay.
The Sazerac.
The Sazerac's more of a morning thing.
The Sazerac
eye opener.
To me, with the lemon and everything, made it more of a refreshing drink for like the daytime,
afternoon.
The afternoon,
Yep.
10 o'clock in the morning, whenever.
That's pretty cool. I could see that. But anyway, I will put all the recipes that we did here. I will put those up when we do show notes and video description. This is fun. I haven't checked to see how many video views we had, but we had a few, which is cool.
Well, good.
And
I
don't know what they're looking for. I tell you.
And I keep switching to speaker view, and I'm looking at Matt right now. I would think that I would be looking at myself because I'm trying to get more FaceTime here, and just I'm the cute one.
Oh, okay.
You're the old man.
Oh.
In comparison. And I'm the cute one. So I don't know what Matt is. He's just like the goalie.
Now, when I go to speaker view, it flips back and forth between whoever's talking.
Oh, okay. So you're seeing me. I'm just not seeing myself.
I see all three of us on my screen.
Well, that's okay. So we're just learning something. I'm never going to see myself when I'm talking.
I don't know what kind. Let's see. There's speaker view and gallery view, right?
Yep. We went on speaker view, and
I've got the three across the top, and then whoever's talking is big, except for me. I'm not big.
You're not big. You're just okay. And you see when I do speaker view, it's got like a full screen, and I see you, Tim.
Now, see, I see all three of us. We're all the same size, and it just highlights the picture who's actually speaking, but it doesn't change in size or anything like that.
And that's the gallery view, and that's what I've got it on now because like I said, it's the only way I'm going to get any FaceTime here. So, like I said,
nobody wants to see you.
Anyway.
Their gardens aren't planted yet.
Sheesh. You're a real Richard, you know that?
They're getting their potatoes in the ground, but that's about it right now.
It's that time of year. Well, Tim, you went back to work this week. How was that? That good, huh?
Oh, it was wonderful, right? Well, there went some bourbon.
Hey, tell us about your trip out to Dueling Grounds.
Okay. Well, one day this week, I forget what it was. Tuesday or Wednesday, I guess. We were looking for hand sanitizer, and I did remember that Mark at Dueling Grounds Distillery out in Franklin, Kentucky, was making hand sanitizer. So I called him up, told him what we was needing. We've got 800 team members, and he suggested that I buy enough to get us through a week, or what we thought would hold us for a week. So we sat back and done some math with the hand sanitizing stations that we're putting in and the size that they are. We thought 20 gallons might get us through a week. Now, you have to realize, if I heard no story one time, if you've got a hamster and you put him in a cage, you can feed him off a bag of food for his entire life. if you get 2 hamsters and put them in the same cage, that bag of food won't last a week. So when you start putting these hand sanitizer stations out everywhere, everybody is going to wash their hands and sanitize their hands every time they go buy one. And that's fine. That's what we want them to do. But we thought 20 gallon might hold us. So I made a run. Took the Camry and went to Franklin, Kentucky, about 3 hours from where we live. And there was folks in line, and they was buying hand sanitizer. And, he does make some good bourbon out there. We seen him on the craft trail. And they have converted over now to running hand sanitizer. They donated a lot to the local EMS out there. And I think that's great. A lot of these distilleries are doing that now. But he loaded us up, 20 gallons of hand sanitizer. Come on back to the house, and it smells like moonshine.
Really?
I can see you all thinking that it's made out of it's made out of heads.
Yep.
All right.
You all would probably say it smelled like tequila, because in a way it reminds me of tequila when I smell it.
Really?
Everybody else at work, it burnt the hairs out of their nose, and it's like, oh my God, that smells horrible. It smells like a moonshine. But
Well, the heads usually smell like acetone.
right, they're a whole lot hotter.
Right. And you can't drink them because you'll go blind.
Yeah.
So are they just capturing the heads? Because I know a lot of places send the heads off to like Purell to be used in hand sanitizer, or is there something else that they're doing it?
I don't know. I really wanted to stay and talk with him and just, see what he was doing, just to get a feel for what they can do. They can make 300 gallons a day. I do know that. But I really didn't have a whole lot of time to talk with him. He's a great guy.
So there's actually nothing on the back end that's going in the barrel. It's just all at this point.
Barreling anything right now other than hand sanitizer. I've got one, matter of fact. Let me run get it.
All right. We got about 7 minutes left.
I don't have coronavirus or anything. I'm sitting outside for people watching the video, and I'm cold. It's a little cold right here in Kentucky. The sun is almost completely down, and there's a little bit of a breeze outside tonight, and I'm just like, ooh.
And now for the weather report, we go to Matt Moore.
Look at that.
That's cool. That's a good logo too. I have to say.
I love their logo.
Yeah.
It's nice.
We've never tried their bourbon. How long have they been in business?
I should remedy that.
We should.
Can you smell that?
Oh man, man. I don't see where you're getting tequila out of that though. It's
it does smell moonshiny. But I don't know how long he's been in business out there. Probably not a couple of years. And I'll get us some data on that.
Yep. Well, we're Zoom is telling me I've got about 6 minutes left here.
All right.
But anyway, so we'll go ahead and wrap this up. All right. I know y'all like to pour your bourbon in your glass, and it's usually room temperature. But I think we've determined that the Manhattan's more of a evening cocktail, maybe with dinner, and the Sazerac, which mine is empty, is more of a Sunday afternoon, sitting on the back porch.
I like the way he holds up an empty glass for the Sazerac.
I like a Sazerac.
It was good. I have to say, I like both cocktails. They were good.
Well, you remember when we were sitting there waiting for the plane in New Orleans, waiting to leave. I got the bartender made me a Sazerac, and I think it wasn't the absinthe he ran out of. He was out of rye. And how in the world do you run out of rye? But
not paying attention, poor management.
Oh, that's true. But, rye is what it's traditionally made with. And I hate to, I don't want to be an abomination or anything, but, throw some 100 proof, maybe some Old Forester or Evan Williams bottled in bond in that and see what it's like. That might be, man, when we get done here, I might try that.
You take some of the bourbons with a little spicier profile that you could put in that. Even some Maker's 46 would be probably be good, because to me it's a little spicier.
Well, I would go something, like I said, a little higher proof. Man, Bulleit barrel strength.
Oh.
I thought that a second ago, but I didn't want to say it.
Did you think that, or was it a flashback?
I still have chocolate bitters.
Grounds, they make a Lincoln bourbon, and I might have a bottle. We'll have to look into that. I have to look
okay.
Well, if I know where to get it, I'll go get us a bottle. I don't care.
A lot of smaller folks are making gins, American dry gins.
You got to make money.
White Dog. I've had it, and it's good. Not as good as 1792s.
Yeah.
Then they got some apple pie, moonshine. Then they got a few liqueurs, blackberry, blueberry, and strawberry liqueur. But they're really it's a down home, personal kind of feel out there. A place that you can roll in. Hey, Mark, how you doing, man? Let's get an old fashioned real quick.
I'll tell you what.
You'll sit there and kick it, will you?
Come August, when all this coronavirus is done, and hopefully it doesn't start back up, but before, when we're free to travel, I think we need to make a weekend of it.
We need to do a bourbon trail episode or a craft bourbon trail episode, because there's some guys on the craft trail, man, that are they're just incredible. I mean, they're doing a really good job. There's a lot of good white dogs out there, and there's one distillery that's got an excellent white dog. I don't know what happens from the time they make it until the time it comes out 3 years later, but it tastes like some horse piss after about 3 years.
Well,
I bet I could name them.
Excellent.
Oh, I know I could.
Very good.
Now, the thing is, when the world goes back to normal, I'm going to have to start wearing pants again.
Yep.
Thank God you're standing behind that table.
Yep.
Anyway. Nobody want to see that.
But
hey, I leave a lot to the imagination. It's great.
Does this thing actually zoom in though? Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Anyway, that'd be some good episodes if I think on the bourbon trail, because there's a lot of folks interested in that stuff, and
yeah.
A lot of these smaller craft guys, they're trying to get a foothold, and a lot of them are doing a real good job. Some of them doing an excellent job.
Well, I think I was actually challenged by one of my friends, and we have got to go. We've got to wrap it up as we're about to get cut off.
We'll wrap it up. Let's cut it, and then we'll sit here and bullshit.
All right, guys, just remember to taste what's in your glass before you put it in your drink.
Be sure and take notes.